Oh my god, dude, look at that! Oh my god, look at that! Oh my god, look at that! Kirby Air Ride got a Nintendo Direct today, let's talk about it. This is my new discussion format, by the way. I hope you guys like it. I'll probably shake it up every now and then. So we live in a world where not only are we getting a brand new Kirby Air Ride game, 20 years after the original, there was also a 47-minute Nintendo Direct presentation to go along with it. What a world. What a world. Now, I grew up playing the shit out of the original. I love Kirby Air Ride. It's all about the city trial, man. It's all about the city trial. All you Kirby Air Ride heads out there, you know how it is. And, yeah, I gotta say, Kirby Air Riders, it looks like it's gonna deliver. This game is gonna deliver in droves, man. It's funny, I streamed my wish list last night, just going down a couple of points that I wanted to see for this game, and I swear Nintendo watched that stream and developed this game overnight based off of those notes. Here was my checklist. More characters, check. Allowing any character to ride any machine, check. Lots of cool new vehicles, check. One big giant city trial map, check. More than 4 players in a session, check. Expanded or enhanced mechanics, check. Lots of content. Okay, well, I mean, like that, maybe that last part still needs a little further development. But I'm not too worried about it, because they didn't show everything that there was to show here, which is honestly a really big surprise to me. Again, 47 minutes of one game. I really thought they were just gonna blow their entire load on this, but they're holding back. And I'm glad for that, because it's not coming out till November, so that gives us time to see more new things about this game and get excited about it even more. And let me tell ya, I'm a very excited fella for this new Kirby Air Ride game. Holy god, it's so pretty. It looks so good. I guess let's kick it off from the top, man. Dude, the racing. You know, okay, be the first to admit, the racetracks were not my go-to in the first Kirby Air Ride game. Again, it was all about the city trial. But I could see myself playing on these racetracks some more, man. Like, dude, this game looks gorgeous. These racetracks look like so much fun. And you know, before I even go any deeper, I guess I should mention, it was actually really surprising to me just how much the core gameplay didn't really change. In a lot of ways, it's the same game as before, just enhanced, which, hey, to me, that's fine. I loved the original Kirby Air Ride, so everything that I'm seeing here is just like, it's ticking all the boxes for me, you know? I love what I'm seeing. They didn't really change too much, but now there's also a special gauge, like a special move that each character has that they can use. So that just adds into the mechanical depth just a little bit, but it's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Also, I just gotta point this out because I totally called it last night on my stream. They added Chef Kawasaki! Chef Kawasaki is playable! It would be really funny if he had something similar to his anime voice. I know it's not gonna happen, but it'd be hilarious. Hey Kirby, you want the Boom Boom Thoth? I'll hook you up with the Boom Boom Thoth. There's quite a few unexpected character picks here, and I'm sure there's more to come. Just looking at this roster, like there's definitely plenty of room for them to add more. I want the Squeak Squad, or at least like, I don't know, one of the guys from it, but it would be really cool if they all, I don't know, a couple of them got in. I was also really happy about Knuckle Joe. He's got like one of my favorite power-ups in Kirby, so I want to run around and like kick people's ass with Knuckle Joe. That would be fun. I love so much that like all the different riders can get on and off the vehicles now. That's really cool. That was one of the things that I always wanted from the first Kirby Air Ride game. And maybe they would have implemented that if the first game hadn't been on such a strict production timeline. From what I understand, the first game was developed in 4 months. 4 months! And we have a game that is still loved and talked about to this day and is now getting a sequel. That tells you a whole lot about Sakurai, man. This is a man of talent. But yeah, speaking of the Air Riders, or I don't know, the machines, I guess. This Direct brought a big, dumb, cheesy grin to my face throughout this whole thing, seeing all the old machines making a comeback. We got 2 out of the 3 motorcycles, man. We're so close. We're so close. I need this one. I need the little guy. Please, please, I beg. That's the only returning one that we haven't seen yet that I really want. I can live without whatever else hasn't made it. I need the little guy. Yeah, dude, like even the new machines look so cool. cool. I was really excited to see some of these. The chariot looks awesome. That's such a cool thing. The tank star, dude, this thing is insane. And sorry, I just gotta bring it up again because I'm looking through the gameplay and I'm realizing like, man, yeah, I'm actually going to want to play as like some of the other characters this time around. I mean, Kirby had all the glory in the first game, you know, he got to use the copy abilities, he got to take advantage of all the machines, but now all of the characters get to do all of that. They all get to use copy abilities, they all get to ride around on the zippies. You know, it's funny, I think the extra characters are actually going to be a little bit more overpowered than Kirby this time around, because they all are equipped with weapons. DDD's got his hammer, Meta Knight with the sword, you know, everybody else with the other stuff. What does Kirby have when he doesn't have a copy ability? Maybe they showed that, I don't know, I didn't catch it. Not a big deal, not a complaint, I'm just pointing it out, I don't know. Maybe it's there, maybe there's something there. Oh my god, this game looks so good! I will admit, the first overhead glimpse of the city trial map had me a wee bit concerned. I was like, uh-oh, this looks kind of small and empty. But my worries got washed away pretty quickly whenever they actually jumped into it and started showing us gameplay from it. It's just more city trial, but a bigger map. We're gonna have more machines, more characters, more players on a map. It's a big map. This is all I needed. And like, dude, I am going to lose so much time to city trial. You guys have no idea. I don't want to play with you anymore. I really didn't need Kirby for that though. I haven't touched Mario Kart in a bit. By the way, did Sakurai take a jab at Mario Kart? He mentioned that having too many racers makes it a pain in the ass. Yes, it does. I agree, Sakurai. This man knows his stuff. Funny enough, none of that, what's it called? Top spin? Top ride? It was the weakest mode in the first game. Maybe it's still gonna be here. Maybe it'll be here and maybe it'll be reworked somewhat. But I'm not gonna lie to you. If it doesn't make a comeback, you're not gonna catch me being too upset about it. The great thing is that Sakurai and the development team knows that city trial is the main attraction. This is what people play Kirby Air Ride for. So I'm assuming they're probably gonna be dumping a pretty significant chunk of their development resources into fleshing this out. And what more could you ask for? They have like special timed events in the city trial, like you can do, like, there's like short races, little battle arenas and stuff. It's expanding upon like, you know, the mini events that would happen during your play sessions in the city trial, and that's just so cool. There's so much richness and depth and the ability to strategize so much. It's kind of insane to be saying all of this out loud, and it's about a Kirby game. They made all the right changes and all the right quality of life adjustments from what I'm seeing so far. The stadium events that happen at the end of each of the city trial sessions, they allow you to vote, and not even just vote, you go into your own like little play sessions with a chunk of the people who were playing in the city trial. It's not going to be everybody. You get to select which one you want to do based off of the stats that you have acquired over the course of a city trial. That is so smart. That is so good. So there still kind of is like a bit of a randomness element to it, but it's also kind of a little more balanced at the same time, because, you know, you could spend the entire city trial like racking up a particular stat, right? But then you get a stadium game that doesn't at all complement the stats that you boosted up, and so if you like, you know, it was kind of the charm of it. You know, it was just kind of random, and it was up to you to kind of like pay attention to the hints of what the upcoming stadium game might be, and that is still here as well. But again, like it'll be just a little more balanced. There's a little more to it. You get to pick, and it even recommends you which stadium games to select. And so far from what we've seen, I think there's only like 4. I think there's only like 4 that they showed us. So yeah, I gotta say, like, I mean, I hope there are more on the way. There's still more that they have to show us for this game, and like, you know, the same goes for the races. Like, I hope there are more courses that are coming along. These are my 3 pillars. These are my 3 wishes. More races? Actually, no, there's 4. More races, more stadium games, more machines, and more riders. And I feel like we're gonna get more of each of those things. I mean, they tease that there's I don't know, some guy at the end. I'm not that deeply invested into like Kirby and the characters and the lore and all that to have like a super beefy wish list or anything, but just more characters in general, just, you know, it just adds more to it, so why not, you know? I'm down for whatever, but definitely the Squeak Squad would be cool. All in all, dude, Kirby Air Riders is quite literally shaping up to be everything that I had hoped and expected expected it to be. And that's good. I'm happy. I can't wait to get my hands on this game, dude. It looks like more Kirby Air Ride. And that's all I wanted and all I needed from this. I'm gonna play so much City Trial. You have no idea. My one hope above everything else is that all of my friends can get rich so they can buy Switch 2s and play Kirby Air Riders with me. Because this is the kind of game you want to play with people. You want to play it with other people, you know? Nintendo, if you want to just keep leaning into, you know, 2000s GameCube nostalgia over the course of the Switch 2 generation, you have my permission. You're not gonna catch me complaining about that. That's my era. That's my era, so I'm living for this right now, man. Hell yeah. Kirby Air Ride, bro. Oh man, I never thought I would see the day. Well, I hope I covered everything of importance here, but I guess we got plenty of time to discuss it more before it releases. We're about 3 months out. That's okay. I can be patient. So many other games still coming out this year that I gotta figure on playing and making videos about. So, guys, I got a couple of questions for you. I want to hear from you. Okay, first of all, how do you feel about this format for discussing games? I'm like tinkering around with a small handful of formats that are gonna be staples on this channel moving forward, and this is one of them for discussing like relevant game news and stuff. I want to, you know, do you like it? I put out a poll recently and a lot of you voted that, you know, you're here specifically for the discussion stuff, so hopefully you like this. Second of all, dude, what do you think about Kirby Air Ride? Kirby Air Riders, I should say. This is a game I can definitely see myself sinking a lot of time into, especially City Trial, man. Dude, it's such an addictive, highly replayable format. You don't have the same match twice. You go into a game, you can get a different vehicle each time, you get different stats each time, tons of random events, and now we got a whole bunch more characters to toy around with too. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Sorry, I know I just gave you a whole bunch of homework, but I would love to hear your thoughts on all these things. Please let me know in the comments below what you're thinking. One more thing, if you're able to, I have a Patreon. I'm gonna be doing some more with that in the near future. Supporting me there really helps to take a little bit of the burden off from dealing with the algorithm and the shenanigans that come along with that, so any kind of support you're willing to give me over there is greatly appreciated. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks guys for watching, thanks guys for listening. I'll catch you all in the next one.